we're going to be speaking with Ruth Jacobs, and this is the first in our recorded interviews for International Women's Day. We are celebrating the incredible, chaotic, crazy juggling world of working mums. We want to kind of get an idea from working mums of what it's really like running a business and being a working mum, and what better way to do that than to speak to those most in the know. Ruth, please tell us a little bit about your business, when you started, where you're based, and also a bit about your family life as well.
Hi, I'm Ruth. My business is Jacobs Designs. I've literally been going 6 months. I started this time last year. So I was out on a Nordic walk, funnily enough, with friends, and we do the Pilgrim's Walk, which is from the mainland to Holy Island. And you take your shoes and socks off and you walk across the sands, and when you get to the other end you have to put your shoes and socks back on. And so you inevitably sit on a damp rock, so you have a damp bum for the rest of the day, which I don't like. So I said, there must be a better way. There must be something I can do about this. I've always been a sewer, and so I sort of came home, had a real think, and did a few prototypes, and my business is now born. I have something called the Pocket Perch, which I will show you, which is a rolled up. It's rolled up. It's got a waterproof backing, and you open it up. You can literally pop it in your pocket, and you can sit down. And you don't get a damp bum, which is fab.
Have you won some awards with it as well?
As I got shortlisted for the Gift of the Year, first attempt,
yeah.
which I was absolutely over the moon at. Absolutely.
Yeah,
and,
in such a short space of time, that is fantastic, isn't it?
And I won a course on the Durham City Incubator, which is a brand new initiative that's sort of 4 startups, literally just entered one, got a grant, got access to finance, got an amazing course, the 6 months course, intense business, startup stuff. So it's just fantastic. It's just been going from strength to strength. And last week I got national coverage in a country walking spring edition. My boys are grown. The eldest is 26. I keep forgetting how old they are. Maybe 27. They can't be that old. And the youngest is 24. So they're both up and grown. They're in their careers, their early start careers. One is in London as a computer programmer, and the other is in Bristol. He's just starting his first year in dentistry. He's done all his course and he's now in practice. So they're both amazing. They just astound me with what they've achieved.
Were you working when they were younger as well then? What sort of kind of, I guess, challenges did you face then, being in more employment and now with things, being a working mum?
I made sure that I worked part-time, because to me, bringing them up and giving them the best support they could have was more important than my career.
Yeah.
And I literally did put my career on hold to bring them on. And I did like jobs that were no-brainers to start with when they were tiny, because I needed to concentrate on bringing them up. And then as they got older, I progressed in my career, and I started at Newcastle University and did events for those in the business school, and I did that for 11 years. And during that time, as they got older, I increased my hours, and then I did a master's degree, and then I literally ran the events at Newcastle University Business School for years. Wow. Until I decided enough was enough, and I needed something different. I needed something to do for me. Once I'd left home, it was a massive void. I was like, what do I do now? And you forget you had your own life before you had children. Literally the day the youngest left, I woke up the next day and it's like, oh, what do I do now? Because they've gone, and you're like, oh, it's just me now. And you forget what you did before. And it took me a good year to work out what I did before I had the children.
Do you think there's anything that you learned from that time frame, and also from running the business that you have now, that's helped you with motherhood, or vice versa?
Well, try and be more organised and just do it. I'm a terrible procrastinator, and in the end, you're just like, just do it. It's going to be done. Just do it.
Have you found, because you obviously have had a wealth of experience in industry as well as being an entrepreneur and running a business, and I'm sure met many mums along the way. What has been your experience of kind of women being able to be in work or run a business, as opposed to men after children have come into the equation?
Well, the mums are always the ones that have to leave early to go and pick the children up, or they have to then try and arrange somebody else to go and pick the children up, or they're the ones clock watching at the end of the day when it's time to go. Definitely, and they are more organised. I think they do have a time limit. Definitely, and they do plan their days around if they have to go and pick the kids up or whatever. I know some men do. There was in a meeting this week, and the guy was like, "I need to go and pick my children up." Everyone was like, "It's fine, just go." Yeah. Everyone understands it, Yeah. They come a lot of time. They have to come first. Yeah. And I think what I found over the years is that has been more in the forefront. I think when I first started, I didn't really notice it. I don't know if it's because I didn't have children at the time, and I didn't, or it was a change of times over the years. People have become more considerate to people who've got children, definitely.
That's fantastic. That's such a positive thing to hear.
I think that's one of the major changes I've seen over the years, that people have become more flexible. And I think because you can work remotely and you don't have to necessarily be in the office all the time, that has allowed for that flexibility.
Is there anything from your experience, starting this new business, that you would encourage them to do anything similar and starting their own businesses?
Definitely, yeah. I would definitely encourage them. Well, in both of their careers, they could set up their own businesses in the future, particularly computers and dentistry. They desperately need dentists, and they're just crying out for programmers, and they've both gone into industries that they can progress in. And I think if they wanted to, I would definitely encourage them. I'm already just gently pushing the eldest. Would you like to do that one
day? And what advice would you give them? Kind of in this. Because you've with the Pocket Perch and your business, it is incredible that in such a short space of time, how much you have achieved. So I think even if it wasn't advice for your children, I think any of the entrepreneurs out there would probably benefit from this advice.
I would just say go for it, and say I had this new mantra is say yes. Anything that comes your way, say yes. And if anybody points you at an opportunity, grab it, go for it. Don't say, I'll think about it. Grab it. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen. You just don't know what's going to happen. People say to me, if you want such and such, is that what you contact me about? And I'm thinking, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I'll go online, I research it, see if it's an opportunity, just go for it. Just grab it. For 6 months, I just networked like mad. Because you never know who's out in those community groups in the network, and you choose which network is right for you, which works for your business. I've been to a few that are just not for me, but then others I've met people that have led to amazing opportunities. I've worked with a local hospice where my mother was, and I owed them a massive debt, but there was a lady there at the networking event who said, I love your product, we're doing a bike ride, I'd love you to have one of your products. And I'm like, no, we'll do something different. We'll see how we can work around it. And what I did is I got some of their t-shirts with their logos on. I worked with their craft group, which are full of their patients, but they're just so amazing ladies. They're so inspiring. We quilted the t-shirts. I backed them and put the wraps around them, and then I gave them to all their cyclists that are doing the coast to coast. And that way it makes it more personal for them, because it's the ladies that are in their craft group, it's their patients, they are doing the bike ride to raise money for. And for me, it's just giving back, because they just made my mother so comfortable when she was there. So it works both ways, and it was just an amazing opportunity that came out through networking. I think I've met a lot of powerful ladies who have been, I have met a lot of ladies who have their own companies, at the top of their own companies, big companies, and they've got children. And they're quite intimidating. They seem like really strong women that got everything. But when you get talking to them, they're just like normal mums at the end of the day. They've got the normal mum problems. They've got the children worries. They're worried about how they're going to get their exams. And I've met a lot of different women who are seem quite strong, quite powerful, but they're just the same as any other mum.
Yeah.
They've got the same pressures, same worries, but then they've got their massive companies as well that they run.
Yeah.
And some women are just amazing. They just can do everything. They can run a company. They can cook for 20. I just think, how do they do it?
Yeah, it's interesting that because we were at a conference recently that was a women's conference. A gentleman from the big lottery fund had to give a speech, had to kind of update, because they're all big lottery funded, and like he's really, really high up in the big lottery fund, and apparently he'd given a speech the year before there as well, and he kind of started it with, I'm no less intimidated this year, and that really got me thinking that it's, I don't know where that comes from, that sort of a slight sort of fear in some way of strong and powerful women, but maybe it's not a bad thing if it gets things done every now and then. It comes from.
Yeah, it's that swan effect, isn't it? It's like the gliding along, but underneath you're paddling, and you use that analogy, and it's so right across the board.
You can tell from speaking to you what I think a very inspiring mum and hands-on and caring mum you have been. Do you think that because of that's made you a better entrepreneur?
I did course in counselling as well.
Yeah.
It's because I was helped through counselling, and mental health is quite a big issue, and through that course it helped me understand my emotions more and the way I react to people more.
Yeah.
So now when I go out and talk to other people,
yeah.
it helps me see the traits in other people.
Yeah.
And think, okay, they're that type of person, or they like to work this way, and I think it slightly makes me more, hopefully, more considerate towards the way other people work, as well as trying to fit in with how they work. And I think as you go through life, you learn different things, you learn different life lessons, and I think that has all shaped how I work now. And totally have to take time for myself. Because the product was born through Nordic walking, I have to make time to go walking, because that clears my head, and I know I need that time. And when I was younger, maybe with the children being younger, I didn't necessarily know that. But as I got older, I recognise that I have to have that time, and it is essential to be able to work the way I work.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And I think that is a lesson that I've learned. So if I go for a walk on an afternoon, I can work until 9-10 o'clock at night, because I've had that space, and my head is clearer, and I totally can do that now, which is such a great freedom to have.
Goals and aspirations for the future. Obviously you've got Pocket Perch, and that's flying, which is amazing. And within those goals and aspirations, obviously your children are grown up, but they still have a huge impact in your life. Is there anything that might be affected by what's happening with them in their lives as to your goals for the future?
With them, I think because they both work away from where I am, I hardly ever see them, so it's trying to get to see them more, really, and make sure I keep in contact with them. We speak all the time, and we message all the time, but it's trying to sort of book work trips in the areas that they're in. So great if there's a conference in London, or there's a show that I need to go to in London, so I can go and see it. I want to get someone to just get it in, get a little sneaky visit into. So, it's and encouraging them, basically, whatever they want to do. I just encourage them totally, and just make sure they're fine, and make sure they're getting what they need out of their careers, and just sharing the wins. If I get a win, I'll immediately share it with them, and they're so supportive, and they're just great. And I've got a new husband now who's just amazing as well. He's so supportive. So life is great at the moment, but then we all know in working life, in your own business, there are lows as well. So when you've got the lows, they just pick you back up again.
Do you have any questions? We've got, like I was saying at the beginning, we've got a lot of diversity really in this series of chatting with working mums. So is there anything that you would like to ask another working mum?
No, I don't think I have really been any question. Not really, no. Because I they're good enough to cope with.
That is so thoughtful. That is super thoughtful.
Encourage them rather than question them. I just want to say the store. It's fine.
You know what the to-do list looks like, don't you? Like, that's right.
Don't need to ask them anymore.
Oh, well, that's a lovely, very thoughtful note to end on. Thank you so much, Ruth, for taking the time to do that, because I really do feel like it'll be very inspiring, to see how positive your approach is to everything, really, because it's certainly got you very far very quickly. So yeah, that's great.
Well, fingers crossed it carries on.
Thank you again very much for your time, and just remind everybody of your website address where they can find out all about Pocket Perch.
jackwicksdesigns.co.uk.